Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and waterways on which we are recording today, the Wurundjeri, Wairong and Bunwurrung people of the Eastern and Greater Kulin Nation. We pay our deepest respect to their elders, past and present. We extend that respect to all First Nations people, and we honour that their sovereignty was never ceded. We acknowledge their enduring and unbroken connection and contributions to with their storytelling and their continued fight and caring and deep care for country, lands, waterways, sky, culture and communities. We stand with them in their ongoing calls for truth-telling, treaty, sovereignty, justice, land rights and reconciliation. This was, and always will be, Aboriginal land. Imagine this. It's the height of the gold rush. Fortunes glitter in the mud, and Victoria decided it needed its own royal mint to stamp on the wealth into coins of the realm. Fast forward to more than a century later, and those same bluestone walls now echo not just the clinking of sovereigns, but with the stories of ancient Greece, from gold to gods. This is the story of Naarm-Melbourne's former Royal Mint to the Hellenic Museum. Before we begin, quick heads up. Today's episode touches on themes of colonial wealth, dispossession, and dark legacy of empire. So, if this is not the right time for you, I completely understand, as your well-being comes first, naturally. So, please consider either to pause, skip, or click on one of our lighter episodes. And yet, if you do choose to go with this episode, as always, remember to listen and watch with care. Welcome to Down the Yarra, the podcast that takes you on a deep dive into the heart and soul of Naarm-Melbourne and South Central Victoria. Whether you're a local or just curious, this podcast is for you. I'm your host, Andy. Today we're standing at... not quite. At the corner of William and Latrobe Streets in the CBD, looking at one of the city's grandest transformations, the former Royal Mint, and now home to the Hellenic Museum. Well, let's set the scene, shall we? It's Naarm 1869. Victoria and Melbourne are being flashed with gold and ambition. Melbourne has opened its own branch of the Royal Mint, and the only one outside Britain empowered to produce sovereigns for the empire. Designed in the Renaissance revival style, its bluestone facade was a statement in its own right. Naarm-Melbourne was rich, confident, and reeked of the imperial machine. The mint struck coins from 1872 to 1916, turning gold dust into hard currency for the empire. In 1968, coin production had long ceased, and most of the site has been demolished. But the grand administrative building, with its classical columns and symmetry, survived, a relic of Naarm-Melbourne's golden age. Its walls have seen everything from colonial wealth to the decline of the British Empire's hold in Australia. 2007, and I apologise for the Greek pronunciation, philanthropic Scorio Stampolis, I apologise profusely if I butchered that, transformed the building into the Hellenic Museum, dedicated to Greek art history and culture. Inside the museum today, you'll find rotating exhibitions on ancient Greece, Byzantine icons, contemporary Greek and Australian artists, and even partnership with the institutes like the Ben Museum in Athens. It's a living example of how heritage spaces can be reborn to suit the modern day. From the imperial power to colonial to cultural celebration. Just down the road from the Royal Mint and Hellenic Museum sits another power-laden precinct, Melbourne's legal office and courts precinct. From the Supreme Court Granger to the quirky stories like the relocation of St James Old Cathedral in 1914, courts, the courts precinct holds centuries of justice, injustice and change. That's the focus for our next episode, so don't miss it. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't from gold to gods, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Podbean and all of our socials for more stories of Naarm-Melbourne and South Central Victoria. Well, until then, I'm your host, Andy, and this has been Down the Yarra. So until next time, remember, history is never far beneath your feet.